Week 10 of the NFL season is over, and low-key, Week 10 was a pretty good week, a pretty interesting week as well. It was kind of upset weekend if we really think about it. A lot of these games were upsets that no one was really expecting, but, let's just get right into these games. Let's start off with the Thursday Night Football game. Chargers at Raiders. The Raiders win their last primetime game in Oakland. Well, as of now, because we don't know if the Raiders are going to make the playoffs, win a division, or, maybe one of their future games get flexed onto primetime. But as of now, this was their last primetime game in Oakland, and they won it. They beat the Chargers 26-24. Now, what I got out of this game is two things. Well, three things, kind of. One, Jesus Christ, Phillip Rivers, like 3 interceptions. Could have really been 4, but one of them got called back. That's a big yikes. 2, looks like Melvin Gordon's back, so that's pretty good for Melvin Gordon, and I guess for the Chargers too. And 3, the Raiders, they're 5-4, guys. The Raiders are currently, half a game behind the Chiefs in the division. They still play them later this year. The Raiders have an extremely easy schedule the rest of the way. The Chiefs still have to play the Patriots, so yeah, the Raiders might be able to sneak up on the Chiefs and take the division from them. Because the Chiefs, at the moment, they're not playing too well. I believe they've lost 3 out of their last 5. Actually, no. Probably like 4 out of their last 6 or something like that. Yeah, the Chiefs aren't doing good at all, man. So the Raiders can definitely sneak up on them. And like I said a few weeks ago, man, this Raiders team, they're young. And honestly, they're well coached. John Gruden is doing a very good job with them. So who knows what the Raiders can do. But as of now, the Raiders are currently on the outside looking in. They have the 7th seed right now, which isn't good enough for the playoffs, obviously, because you need top 6 seed to make the playoffs. But they're right there, kind of knocking on the door. As for the Chargers, well, they fought a 4-6. Still in the playoff race, but at this point, it's kind of a long shot, They have to pretty much win out and hope like some other teams drop some games. And when you're in that situation, might as well pack them up, And I like the Chargers, don't get me wrong, but yeah, this season has just not been a good one for the Chargers, just an injury-filled season. Next game, Falcons at Saints. How in the world did the Falcons beat the Saints? They didn't even just beat them. They blew them out, man. Falcons beat them 26-9. Like, that's crazy. They sacked Drew Brees like 5 or 6 times, and Saints have arguably the best offensive line, and the Falcons have arguably the worst pass rush. So how in the world does that even happen, man? Like, it just goes to show. It goes to show that any team can beat any team on any given Sunday. I know that's a cliche saying, any given Sunday, but it's true. It's true. Like, the NFL isn't like the MLB or even the NBA. In the NFL, any team can beat any team on any given Sunday. Now, I'm not saying, the Dolphins are going to go over there and destroy the Patriots. No, but, I'm saying, there's a chance that the Dolphins could beat the Patriots. All that has to happen is the ball bounce the right way a few times, and then boom, stuff like this happens. Upsets like this happen. So yeah. Now the next game. Lions at Bears. The Bears won this game 20-13. I mean, I don't really care much about this game. I mean, Matthew Stafford missed the game with a back injury. And if Stafford plays this game, the Lions 100% win. The Bears, they put up 20 points. Mitchell Trubisky threw 3 touchdowns. Aha. Mitchell Trubisky's back. Not. Trubisky sucks. The Bears, they're 4-5. They're not going anywhere. The NFC's stacked. So, yeah. As for the Lions, well, they fought at 3-5-1. I don't know how serious Stafford's injury is. But, yeah, the Lions season's over. But I do like the Lions. I think they have a bright future. I feel like they're 1 year away from being a legitimate contender. For the playoffs, that is. Not, Super Bowl contender or anything. But, yeah. Next game. Ravens at Bengals. Ravens won 49-13. I mean, there's not much else to say. The Ravens are a very good team. One of the best teams in the league. The Bengals are the worst team in the league. Yeah, so Ravens, they just did what they were supposed to do. Took care of business. They didn't overlook this team, and they won. They won big, and that's pretty much it for that game. Now for the next game. Bills at Browns. The Bills lost to the Browns 16-19. See what I'm saying about the Bills? Like, look, I understand that, the Browns, they have all the talent in the world. They just haven't been playing up to their talent level. But the Bills, man, if the Bills were a legit team, primed for a playoff run, they would have took care of business versus the Browns. And, they didn't. The Browns just beat them. The Browns this season have been one of the worst teams in the league, and the Bills were 6-2, and now they're 6-3. Because honestly, I just don't think they're a legit team. Next game, Giants at Jets. Jets won 34-27. Low key, that was probably a good game. Looks like I probably missed a good one. I didn't get a chance to catch that one, but it was kind of back and forth in a way. But yeah, the Jets, they ended up winning. They're 2-7. The Giants are 2-8. Both of their seasons are over. Golden Tate doing amazing things over there for the Giants. I feel like he's Danny Dimes' favorite target. Sam Darnold had a bit of a bounce back game. Jamal Adams, freaking beast, just ripped the ball out of Daniel Jones' hands and took it to the house. Saquon Barkley suffered a little injury, didn't have that good of a game. Not too sure how serious Barkley's injury is. Hopefully it's nothing serious, because I do like Barkley. But, this game was probably good, and I missed it, unfortunately. I was busy watching the next game, which was Chiefs at Titans. The Chiefs suck, man. I'm sorry, but I know coming into the season, everybody was saying, the Chiefs are going to, beat the Patriots. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. No. This Chiefs team, they're an easy out in the playoffs, honestly. Like, do you really think this Chiefs team, their defense, I'm not talking about anything about Mahomes. Mahomes is doing his thing. This defense was terrible last year. This year, it got even worse. The Chiefs, for whatever reason, they didn't do their research. They signed Tyrann Mathieu. And Mathieu has been a complete liability for them. They cut Justin Houston, who's doing great in Indianapolis right now. They traded, D Ford, who's doing pretty good in San Francisco right now. And they traded for Frank Clark, who's been non-existent pretty much this season. Their defense is trash. It is non-existent. Derrick Henry ran the ball down their throat. They couldn't stop him. When the game was on the line, Ryan Tannehill, that's right, Ryan Tannehill was able to shred them through the air. This Chiefs defense is terrible. Now, come playoff time, do you really think the Chiefs defense will be able to stop Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson? Hell no. Hell no. They're not. This Chiefs team is not a Super Bowl contender. They'll obviously make the playoffs, but they're not getting far. They're not getting far at all. I'm not even sure if they'll beat out the Raiders for their division, because the Raiders, they have a very good run game. The Titans, they beat them. They beat them fair and square, man. Like, there was nothing fishy about this game. I know Chiefs fans are saying, oh my god, the Titans player was offsides on that blocked field goal. No, he wasn't. No, he just timed it perfectly. So, there was nothing sketchy about this game. The Titans just punched the Chiefs in the mouth. Just like the Packers did. Just like the Texans did. Just like the Colts did. This Chiefs team is very soft. They're not going to cut it in the playoffs. As for the Titans, well, they're 5-5. And like I said in my prediction video, man, expect them to lose, they win. Expect them to win, they lose. The Titans are now 5-5. And honestly, I don't think much of it. Like, I think their season's over. I mean, they're 0-2 in their division. Yeah, even though they're 5-5, I feel like they're still the worst team in their division. The Texans, the Colts, they're clearly better than them. The Jaguars, they already beat the Titans, and they're getting a big boost by getting Nick Foles back. So the Titans, they just, beat the Chiefs, because why not? Next game, Cardinals at Buccaneers. A little shootout there. Buccaneers ended up winning that one 30-27. I mean, Bucks are 3-6. Cardinals are 3-6-1. None of these teams are making the playoffs, so I mean, why even bother talking about this one, honestly? The one I want to talk about is this one. Dolphins at Colts. How in the world, if you're Indianapolis, do you lose to the Dolphins? Okay, now, I understand if you're the Jets. The Jets are trash. But this Colts team was supposed to be a playoff contender, a team that's supposed to go in there and be very good. But they lost to the Dolphins. Now, look, I understand Brian Hoyer was playing, but let's not sit here and pretend like Jacoby Brissett is way better than Brian Hoyer. Jacoby Brissett's a backup quarterback, man. So is Brian Hoyer. How do you lose to the Dolphins? Just pathetic. Honestly, I feel like the Colts season is over. They lost to two teams they should have beat already. These past 2 weeks, the Steelers and the Dolphins. Yeah, I just don't see the Colts doing anything. The Dolphins, well, they go to 2-7. Their fans are probably pissed about them winning when they should be tanking. But hey, man, the Dolphins, they look like a really well-coached team. Past 2 weeks, no one really gave them a shot, and here they are with 2 wins in a row. Next game, Rams at Steelers. Steelers win this game 17-12. Steelers, man, they're currently in possession of the 6th seed in the AFC, so maybe they can do something with that. This Steelers team, after that Minka trade, I know I criticized the Steelers a lot for that, but hey, man, they've been doing good, been winning games, and a large part of that is because of Minka Fitzpatrick. Now, as for the Rams, they fall to 5-4. their season's probably over. I mean, they look like a mess. Jared Goff is trash. I mean, maybe Sean McVay isn't that coach we all thought he was, that great coach. Maybe that's not Sean McVay. So who knows? We'll see how things keep going over there in LA. Next game, Panthers at Packers. Really fun game because this one was a snow game, and I love snow games. But this one came down to the Panthers having the ball right there in scoring position. They were like at the 2. They just couldn't punch it in. And unfortunately, the Panthers, they fall to 5-4, and their season is probably done. I mean, the NFC is just so stacked this year. The Packers, 8-2, top of their division. I mean, what else can you say about them? They're a very good team. Next game, Vikings at Cowboys. Vikings win 28-24. The Cowboys, Dak Prescott played really good. Ezekiel Elliott played bad at the end of the game. Cowboys had a chance to win the game. Dak Prescott was treating the Vikings, but, for whatever reason, Jason Garrett decided to give the ball to Zeke. And the Cowboys lost because of that. Vikings, 7-3. They're in a good spot. The Cowboys 5-4. They're still leading the division, but that's not where you'd want to be. Now, the Eagles are right on your tail. They have the same record as you and all. And now for the last game, Seahawks at 49ers. The Seahawks beat the Niners. The Niners are undefeated no more. And this game went to overtime. This game was a very good game. And I have this to say about the Niners. They're legit. The Niners competed. They competed really hard with the Seahawks. Coming into this game, I thought the Niners were going to get smacked around. And not going to lie, at one point, the Seahawks were up 21-10. The Niners fought back, took them to overtime, and it literally took a last-second field goal in overtime for the Seahawks to beat these Niners. So I do think this Niners team is legit. And, they go to 8-1, still top of their division. I believe they're still the number 1 seed as of right now. And the Seahawks, well, they're 8-2. I mean, they're doing great. They have a hold of that 5th seed at the moment, but, anything can change in the NFL. And, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on this week of the NFL, Week 10. And, yeah, be sure to comment down below your own opinion on Week 10 of the NFL. And, yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.